Welcome to episode 4 of the Funded Talent Challenge. So I'm in week 4 and episode 4 of the Funded Talent Challenge, and I'm up. But this week has been a madness, and so has last week. It's actually been really crazy. I'm going to be talking to you about some of my good trades, some of my not so good trades, where I'm at in the process, and how I'm going to trade going forward. As I've just said, this is episode 4. If you haven't checked some of my other episodes out, check them out on my channel. I've got a whole playlist of all the other episodes. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Hi guys, it's Any, aka the NocTrader, your friendly neighborhood swing trader, back again with another video. Remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that alert button to get alerts on all my latest videos. So let's get right to it. I'm up 115,905. That's how much I got balance in my account right now. I'm currently in one more trade, and that's down $265 at the moment, but hopefully it'll be up by the time I close it out. But right now, yeah, so my balance is 115,905. Now, this story, mate, the amount of drawdown I had last week was ridiculous. But we'll get into that a little bit later. As per usual, I'm going to go and export all of my information. We have all of that beautiful, beautiful data. Now, first thing to highlight, my biggest trade this week I made yesterday, and that was the S&P 500, and I shorted it. Now, I made a whopping £14,000. Now, if I had just kept to just some of these small, not small trades, but a few trades, like I was so convicted in that trade, that's why I put 5 lots on, and I held it all the way to near my stop loss. Now, I'm going to show you that trade in a second. Actually, let me just show it to you now. So I actually tweeted about this trade right before I entered. At 4:30 on September the 23rd, I said, okay, I'm taking a short on the S&P 500. Now, you know it's a high conviction trade when I tweet about it, because I hardly ever tweet about most of my trades. But yeah, I saw that this was a ascending wedge. I thought, okay, I'm going to short it all the way down to about the 32.20 mark. And lo and behold, it went all the way down, and it actually bottomed out exactly at 32.20. So follow me on Twitter if you want to see some of my trades that I want to take, because I always post my setups right before I take them. As you can see here, it was a very simple setup. I saw a ascending wedge that was broken out of the support, and I thought, okay. And once I saw it do that, I was like, this is an easy setup. So I decided to short it. And the way I decided where the take profit was going to be was that I looked at this distance. So this distance here from where it entered into the ascending wedge, that normally gives you an indication as to where it's going to stop. So what I do is I copy this and I move this down here, and lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. Can you see that? The length of this this drop from the peak to the trough will tell you exactly, well, nearly to a T where it's going to drop, and that's exactly where it bottomed out here. Can you see that? That's how I knew that 32.20 was the area in which you wanted to sell your position. Now, I closed out a little bit earlier just because I got a little bit eager, and I thought, okay, I made enough profits, but to a T, it stopped at 32.20. So that's a little trick for you as to when you're trading ascending wedges. You take the measurement from the peak to the trough of where it enters, and then from the peak here to the trough here is where you can exit. So this video is going to be all over the place, but I just want to tell you about what I'm doing right now. So with the 100k account, I found that I was finding the right setups, but because I was making my lot size too big, when I was in a little bit of a drawdown, I would get scared and exit my position, only to find out later that I made the right call, and then the price goes exactly where I want it to go. So what I've been doing now is that when I take a position that I'm really interested in, I will close that account, and then I'll take the exact same position on my live account, but with a smaller, in a very small position size. The idea being that when I'm in a small position size, the psychology is a little bit better, because if I know that the setup is good, I'll just let it play out. Because, for example, this trade I'm in, I could potentially lose about £100. In the grand scheme of things, I won't care if I lose £100 of my own money, because that's not enough of me. It's not enough of a loss to really mess up my psychology. But if I times that by 10, 15, if that was like 5,000 or something, or 2,000, then maybe my psychology would change a little bit. So once I place the trades on my IG account, this is the thought process behind me doing this. I can see it for what it is as opposed to the nominal value, so I can let it play out without the emotional attachment, knowing full well that I've got this exact same trade on a higher lot size on my Funded Talent account, but I won't look at it. I'll just look at the IG one. It's actually worked really well for me. So for example, I'm in this trade right now and I'm up £7, but I'm probably up about maybe £200 in my Funded Talent account. So it's just a way I've learned to deal with the psychology of trading with a bigger account. Might not work for everyone, but I think it's been working for me so far. So back to the data. All of these trades, these are all the trades I made since I started. So that's 4 weeks, that's a month of trading. Now, as you can see, this account has been, it's been a I had a bad period here, real bad period here, but clawed it all back within 2 trades. And that just shows you don't need to be trading all the time. Like I make a lot of mistakes in my trading sometimes. I'm an aggressive trader, but you don't need to be taking. I think this was just emotions kicking in with some of the trades. But then I saw a setup that I really liked, which was the one I just showed you, and I really loaded it up heavy, and it clawed back all the losses that I made within those couple of days in one trade. So in reality, I need to just be cherry picking the really, really good setups to really go big in, as opposed to making all of these several small trades. This is just emotions, but I pulled it back, so whatever. But it's annoying because if I hadn't done all of this, I could be up about 30k or something in my account right now. But you live, you learn, any. My account's gonna get reset soon next week anyway, so I've had a month of this. So I'm up 15k. If this trade that comes in tomorrow, Friday, then I might be up a little bit more. But then I'll look into how much I've made so far in a second. But so far, gross 115814, profit 1.1. It was higher before, so it's not as good as it was before. Total trades 433. Short positions 1, 32%. Long positions 1, 32%. So I'm pretty equal on my shorts and longs. I had 6 consecutive wins and 17 consecutive losses. So yeah, some interesting information. But yeah, this just shows you. I went MIA for a week because I was in a good place, but then I came back with a good trade. So just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. You win some, you lose some, but I'm up. So that's all that matters. So time to do some quick maths. All right, so week 2, I ended up about £14,000, that give or take. That's where I ended that week on, but I was still on the normal account. I wasn't on the aggressive account, so I actually took some money away. As you saw, I made $1,400, and I took that home. So this number isn't going to be 2,800 because I only took the aggressive account for week 2 and week 3, and now I'm up extra £1,000 because I'm only at £15,000 right now. So that means that my weekly bonus for, not bonus, but the money that's going to go into my normal account, my live account, is going to be 3,000 for this week if I don't lose any more money. And I think I've already banked 1,400 because week 1 I was still in my normal mode, so that means that it was only going to give me the exact amount. So I'm going to be up about 4,800, which is all right, because if I was aiming for 5,000, but 4,800 is pretty good. So that's how much I probably would have banked by the end of this week, by the end of this month actually, which is the end of this week, which is tomorrow for me. But yeah, so I would have banked 4,800 in my normal account. So I need just over 10,000. I think I need 10,200. Yeah, 10,200 left before I can go start trading with the live account. So it's not too far off. I think I could do it in 2 months. I'm not going to try to be too aggressive because as I saw before, I got a bit too excited and I lost quite a lot of money, and then I had to claw it back. So I'm going to try and still be conservative, make at least 10k over 2 weeks, which I did here, but try and be more conservative, make 10k over 2 weeks, and then I could get 5,000 again next month, and then hopefully by November I should be able to start trading my live account. So it shouldn't be too long. A lot of you have been asking me about this Excel shared spreadsheet, and Anna Fuata has been kindly enough allowed me to share it with you guys. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make it downloadable from my I'm going to make a landing page for you to download it, and you're just going to just give your email and then you'll be able to download it. So I'll put the link in the description section or in the comment section for you to download this, so you can play around with this and work out how much you could earn or potentially earn in the 2 different models with funded talent. So another great trade I took with the S&P, this was a really great trade. I identified a wedge here, a converging wedge on the 5-minute chart. So this is when you can kind of call a scalp, I guess, kind of a scalp, but I saw a converging wedge. And once again, I said, okay, converging wedge, I know how to play this. So what I did was that, so when I saw this converging wedge, what I did was that I measured the bottom to the top here, which was about 48 pips. And with that, I copied that once again, and then I held it here, and that would tell you how high it was going to go. Now I didn't think it was going to go all the way that high, so I took the minute it broke out and then retraced back down and treated the 180 day, the 15-day exponential moving average as a support. Remember, breaks out of old resistance, treats it as a new support, and it carries on. That's where I took my long. So I took a long and I let it climb up, and I exited my position around here for a nice little profit. So it was pretty much level here, but there was more to gain, but I wasn't just ready to really take all these pullbacks. So I just kind of exited around here, which was good for me because I don't think I could have stomached a pullback like that, even though it carried on climbing later on. So that was like a quick little scalp, and I made a bit of money off of that. Once again, I posted this on my Twitter, and in real time you saw what I was doing and how I was going to play out. I was posting this on my phone, so I saw that it was this converging wedge was happening, and then the next one I showed you the position I took. And look at that, I took a position here and I just let it ride, and then I exited just around this area here. So once again, check me on Twitter if you want to see some of my positions that I take and the thought process behind them. And before I go, guys, thanks for leaving a lot of comments on my most recent video, FTMO versus funded talent. I tried to stay as impartial as possible while comparing and contrasting these two really popular funded trading programs. Check it out if you haven't checked it out already. It's got a lot of comments. There's been a lot of debates in the comment section, which is quite interesting. I love the engagement on that video. If there's any other videos on FTMO or funded talent you want me to make, please let me know. Just DM me or leave a message in my inbox or whatever, and I'll see if I can get around to. And remember, if you want to join the funded talent and start making money straight away in the short process of 2 weeks with a 100k account, check the link in the description section below to join funded talent. Obviously it's a referral link, but it'll just be helping support me. I don't get anything outside of a little bit of a kickback, but yeah, if you could use that referral link if you wanted to join, that I'd really appreciate it. It's Any, aka the NocTrader, signing out.